are starting. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. It's me, your host James.
And I'm Mary.
And today we're just gonna do Mega Man X1 as I didn't really have much plans for the for this week, so yeah, why not do something I've done a ton of times?
Alright. I'm just posting it to Mega Man Blue Sky and Mega Man Tumblr. There, that's done. Oh man, I did the social media post about, like, let's go Maverick hunting, and then you're like, no, let's go Maverick. And it's like, this is the opposite of what Mega Man X does. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the furries are mavericks.
Yeah.
I actually did want to draw my Sona as a maverick, but I just didn't finish that piece, and
Yeah.
and then I screwed it up. Or like James Mason says, Pokey.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Poggy. And to actually open YouTube.
Oh, gotta change it from top chat, actually, just a sec.
Yeah, I got to change it to bottom chat. More like James Mason. I don't know what the joke is.
Neither do I.
$512 of God's own kilobytes.
God, these stats.
But how many kilobytes of memory does he have?
Oh, that's where the rules of robotics are mentioned in the Mega Man series.
Yeah?
People keep talking about them in the main series, but they don't get mentioned anywhere.
Yeah. There, we're gonna make him do trolley problems for a couple 100 years. Oh boy, I can't wait for this Mega Man game. Mega Man X!
First, you gotta change something in the options.
You gotta shoot those options.
Yeah, you gotta change the jump and the dash button.
Hmm?
Otherwise, the control is pretty good. Let me go back to this. He also got mentioned in Mega Man 7, where America's translation, they kind of made raw bloodthirst. They didn't really mention it in 7.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh man, destroyable environments. This is very
environment. You need to put that on the box. No, be careful destroying 3 layers of that highway and plummeting down. That's what killed my best friend, Bowser.
B-bot. B-copter.
It's some kind of hind bee.
And then these things from Robotech, or Macross, rather.
Yeah.
Good aim with that machine gun.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a BB gun.
You can break the laws of physics.
Laws of physics? Laws of physics? Can they break the laws of physics? I'm more than a robot, and to prove that, I'm going to murder this old man. Yeah.
Yeah. And this came out before 7. Mega Man 7.
Yeah, as you know, Isaac Asimov only invented the laws of robotics between Mega Man 6 and Mega Man 7.
And one of these days you'll fully beat Mega Man X, but not today,
Yeah, not today.
says True Voice Gamer.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have waited for it to turn around. And my cat is laying on the desk next to the mouse.
Well, of course your cat is interested in the mouse.
Well, no, she's not. She's like laying almost on it.
Yeah.
You just want to ride on those for no reason. Just because it's cool. Oh, damn it. The health. And not that it really matters.
You're too late, Mega Man X. Weed has been legalized. Yeah, this is vile, I think.
He's very sensitive about the name.
Are we reading out the dialogue? Is that...
I thought you were going to, since you sort of did voice earlier.
No, I wasn't reading out dialogue. I was giving him the Green Goblin voice. There's a difference. You're too late, you worthless piece of scrap metal. Did you think you could defeat me?
There he is. Guess I'm not powerful enough to defeat him.
X, you shouldn't expect to defeat him. He's designed to be a war machine. Remember, you have not reached full power yet. If you use all the abilities you were designed with, you should become stronger. You may even become as powerful as I am. I'll scout ahead and collect as much information on Sigma's fortress as I can. I'll meet up with you when you get there. See you later. X, I know you can do it.
He's a very supportive boyfriend.
I need to go and add all of the zero voice clips to the soundboard so we can spam. What am I fighting for? Man, all the robot masters are furries now.
Yep. Like long walks on the beach. Rolling shield. Guarding. That's an attack apparently. E-train.
7.8 feet of octopus. Cool penguin.
Shotgun. Ice. Fire wave, oiling, jump press.
Yeah. Okay, Boomer.
Deadlift. He can lift weights by just lifting them. It doesn't have to lie down.
Yeah.
Iron tongue. Anyway, we kind of have to do Chill Penguin first.
I am a penguin. Cold-blooded. Anyway.
Ah, bug. Ah, fucking ass.
Yeah. Man, the robot lumberjack that cuts down robot trees, though.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's defeating the point.
There's no reason for it, it's just funny. People in the future decided to build really stupid robots.
Yeah.
Well, this spike bot is pretty useless, but hey, it can get to places fast. So you've come. X, I gave you the ability to choose your own path in life. And I hope the world would allow you to choose a peaceful one. And now it seems that you are destined to fight. Because I thought the world might need a new champion. I have hidden capsules like this one. If you find and use them, you will be able to increase your powers. Beyond anything the world has ever known. Step into this capsule and receive an acceleration system to boost your speed. Good luck, X.
Okay, but this better not be a bicycle.
No, that's 0. And we get the dash, which a lot of the game is based around, so why we didn't have this at the beginning. Ah, fuck. Friggin' buzzsaw ostrich. Boing. Oh, ride armor. I mean, dash while using the ride armor. Can't jump very high. Ah, fuck. Let's see if I can no-hit Chill Penguin.
Ark! Yeah, this is a robot built specifically for making ice sculptures.
Whoa. Yep. Oh crap. Got it. Cat. Don't touch that. Okay. She was moving the mic. Okay. Back.
Oh, man, this, like, cat robot master you're talking about is an extra threat I wasn't aware of in this fight.
Oh, he's just shooting ice again. Come on, man. Did it. No hits. You get shotgun. Ice. Okay, so what next robot master after him is this guy.
Storm Eagle.
Yep. When I was younger, I used to always choose Storm Eagle first, which is a mistake
Younger and more foolish.
It's a mistake because you absolutely need the slide for this level. Duh.
Dada.
What we good? Ah. Oh, a heart. More health. More health. Platforms. Yep, damn it. Went a little too early and also a bit of lag. Ow. Health and a 1-up. It's classic games. Have to have those. Ow, fuck. Airport 1000?
1001. In the future, there will be 1001 airports at minimum.
I mean, it's probably a good amount for now. So,
It's probably more than that, yeah.
yeah.
How many airports in the world? 40,000 airports. Approximately. Yeah, that sounds about right. 13,000 of them in the US alone.
God. Oh, fuck. Wow, I really beefed it there. God damn, that was embarrassing. That fuck. It's okay, I got to keep the other stuff. Let's just move on.
In the future, the airport wars have reduced the number of airports down to 1001 in the entire world. connecting flights are a thing of the past.
Oh, god damn it. Get off of that. Millionth time, you're not allowed on that. Got a new AC recently, and the cat keeps jumping on it, which causes it to close, and she can even press the buttons, because all the buttons are on the top of it. I don't wanna. Yeah. Of course. Yep. Fuck. Is that supposed to say DAI? No, I think it's just DA. Oh, hey. This capsule contains an enhancement for your helmet, which will allow you to break some ceilings with a new head pop, or with a headbutt.
Yeah. Oh, you got Mario upgrade.
Yeah.
X, if you break these question mark blocks with your headbutt, then you might be able to get a mushroom.
The helmet
That's
upgrades.
definitely not the voice he was giving Dr. Light.
Helmet upgrades in like the first 3 games were pretty not great compared to the other upgrades. With some exceptions. With like one exception of the... Okay. Calm down. Calm down. In the special chip you get in X3. Anyway, I'm glad that you still have vet tools in the future. Oh god, drink some water.
Yeah, I'm also drinking water tonight. Like lots of water because it is also very warm here.
Yeah. Ah, fuck, I'm doing badly again.
Yeah. Unfortunately, due to the way things lined up, I had to spend half the afternoon like cooking up a couple of batches of pakora. Because I kind of got volunteered into making food for a thing tomorrow, and I'm like, well, I can do this.
Yeah, this boss is way easier if you have dash.
X, you need to raise the mirror shield, otherwise you'll be blown off Eagle's tower. And you'll have to do the fight again.
Also burst some guys at you.
Yeah.
Oh. Cat. could shoot him while he's flying by. Like cool. Uh-oh. They heard I killed Storm Eagle or they're sending me to jail. It's like that one fan comic.
There are so many Mega Man and Mega Man X fan comics.
Yeah.
And almost certainly several of them where X is sent to jail after killing one of these guys.
I was referencing a very specific one. Jailhouse Blues.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Which one should I do? I could do this one and this one now. And hey, that's the ship we were on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
go ahead.
Basically, some levels change if you beat other levels before them.
Yeah, if I recall, they're matched pairs of levels, so if you do them, like, if you do them in the opposite order, that one is... sorry, there's sirens outside my window now, and I'm like, was that on your end? Nope, it's on my end. Busy day for the cops today. Like, the local ones, obviously, not your ones. X, you need to find the lantern to light up this room. Now remember, the lantern only uses magic points if you use it to light lamps.
Unless you're playing Twilight Princess, in which it's got its own oil supply.
Oil, you say?
Lamp oil, rope, bombs. You want it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm talking about Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past.
Yep.
Still my favorite in the series. Like, other people will have their own opinions, and that's fine, but like, that is my favorite of the Zelda games, and I know it's also the first one I played, so, you know,
Yeah.
maybe that's biasing me a bit.
You get the lantern after killing bright fireflies, says Other Arrow.
Alright. Yeah. Like, there are other Zelda games that I do like, it's just, you know, Link to the Past was the first one I played, and it still holds up pretty decently. And coincidentally, it's on the same console as this game.
Yeah. SNES, many great games.
Yeah, I think, like, I think it might have quite possibly the single best library of games for any console. But again, I'm biased. Like I'll admit that.
Yeah. Like,
But there are some great games on it, and a lot of them that still hold up to this day.
yeah. Like, maybe the PS2 matches it.
Yeah, I've heard that argument before, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? It is a question of taste, but, you know.
Yeah, this one's tricky.
Yeah.
Link to the Past is also the one a lot of later games are modeled on. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. It was where the Zelda formula like really came together. It's where a lot of the Zelda lore came from.
Ah, damn.
Although in fairness, they build on that with every Zelda game in some way. It's just, well, that kind of ironed out. Yeah, this is actually what the Triforce is. This is like there are like the 7 wise men, later sages. Like, yeah, it's no.
Nope.
Alright, you tried to use a boomerang.
Yeah. I will need the boomerang for this level later. Huh? Smart.
Yeah. You're probably gonna need to redo this fight because you have a sliver of health here. But like, let's try and no hit it.
Oh, don't!
Yeah, Ocarina of... Sorry.
I'm usually fast enough to get him to basically no hit him.
Yeah. Well, that time you weren't, and it's like... Avraro says, Ocarina of Time established an important lore that Hyrule is not in fact Catholic. Yeah, the first 2 games did actually have like enough imagery of like crosses. Yeah, you could make the argument the links of those games were meant to be Christian. But he kind of clamped down on that. Oddly enough, Ocarina of Time had, like, during its development, it did have, like, crosses on gravestones and stuff. They dropped it at some point, because it had a very lengthy development cycle, because they were really trying to figure out how to actually do this kind of game in 3D, and they changed a lot of creative choices as they went. Elephant. Oh, mammoth. Like, it's worth watching, you know, any videos people have about, like, the development cycle of Ocarina of Time, or just looking it up on TCRF yourself and seeing, oh, they actually did have a lot of different ideas that didn't make it to the final game. For some reason, in development, almost every instance of the Triforce as a symbol is upside down. Like, this is early development we're talking. This is like before they added the C button mechanic. That's how early on it was, but like, yeah.
Huh, I should be able to reach that.
Yeah?
Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
Oh wait, did I screw that up? Ah, damn it.
You might have, yeah, because you need to... No. This robot is laughing at you.
Yeah.
And he knows that he's going to be the one who kills you.
Yeah. Also, this is another level that got that changed.
Yeah.
This is normally a lava level. Yeah. This- It's interesting because, like, the Triforce was in A Link to the Past, was there for a plot reason, like, ancient text described the Triforce, but Trio UT, no one had ever seen it? I wonder. Says Other Arrow.
Yeah, the Triforce was indeed like a symbol used. Like, well, the very final room of A Link to the Past is like you talking to the Triforce, or at least getting exposition from it.
Which will increase the kid.
But the thing is, no, there wasn't a plot reason. It was just for some reason when they had symbols of the Triforce, such as in the Temple of Time, they had it as an upside down Triforce. As one person was calling it on videos I was watching about this, the Lorulian Triforce, because of course that's upside down. I'm trying to see if I can find a specific video that I was watching here. Yeah, I think so. I think this is it. I'm just gonna dump it in voice chat. Yeah, because I was just watching this in the background while I was... God, what was I even doing when I had this on? I think I was cleaning up my kitchen.
So yeah, I would like to point out, this power you technically can't miss either. It's more of a when you get it, rather than getting it.
Yeah?
Oh, also another thing I would like to point out. In Mega Man, in the original Mega Man, you had to get the energy balancer if you wanted to refill weapons without switching to that weapon. But in this game, that's just there by default.
Well, anyway, we're making like a satanic black metal band who like sing about specifically the lore of the Zelda games, and we're gonna have like upside down Triforce. We're gonna sing about how Ganon was right. Yeah. I have seen people doing like dungeon synth versions of specifically A Link to the Past Zelda music.
All hail Demise, says Other, and
Yeah.
I played X games before the classic games, me too, so the concept of needing a separate item to energy balance kept throwing me off. Yeah. Fucking hell. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's stuff I gotta get. It's over here.
The thing is, there are enough bands that made like music themed around the Harry Potter books. I'm like, hey man, we can have a couple of Zelda-related bands.
Hit single, Embrace of Body.
Yeah?
Ah, fucking cat. The cat really is being a maverick right now.
Yeah. Maverick. Maverick. Ironically, I don't actually know that much about to like have the Zelda villains to make such a thing, because I haven't played any of them more modern than I'm just mentally like tallying off it. I haven't played anything more recent than Twilight Princess. I never played that one.
Huh.
So it's like Wind Waker, the Oracle games, yeah. So is Vati the one from? Okay, Four Swords. Yeah. Ironically, I never got to the end of Four Swords, despite... yeah.
Me, unique sprite.
Despite having played Four Swords, I never got to the end of it, because I was playing it with my brother, who kept going, yeah, I'll win this, I'll beat you at this game, and I'm like, it's a co-op game, shut up. Like, stop pushing me into pits deliberately, like, you are the reason we are not finishing this game.
God, I've seen an LP of Four Swords, and it's not much of a co-op game.
Yeah. But it's also not a game where, like, actively, like, refusing to do anything to help the other player is, like, a thing you should be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, the thing is, it turns out he's just bad at a lot of games. Like, in retrospect, I'm like, oh yeah, he's not good at this. Giant Shadow Eyeball, Minish Cap revealed he used to be a twink. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, for some reason he's weak to Storm Eagle's attack.
Yeah. Well, wind beats fire. Yeah, but it's... there were literally, like, a couple of bits where it's like, oh, you need 2 players to push this rock or something, and then he just went, haha, I'm not going to help you. And I'm like, great, what are we doing then? I don't know. Fire wave.
Fire wave.
Anyway, we're gonna make Ganon wave music.
I remember playing this game and trying to cut off his tusk with the boomerang and it just not cutting off. Or his trunk, not his tusk. Anyway, we're back here again because there's something you can only get after getting the fire wave.
Could get the MIDI music of Zelda games. Remix that. Let's see.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Now I need to check out the complete cut and alter maps of Zelda. Ocarina of
Yeah.
Time at some point. That looks neat. But yeah, how's let's see, what did Mary call it? Mega Man X, the Everything Man.
Pretty alright. I screwed up a couple of times earlier, but yeah, I'm fine.
Ah, okay. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah.
Anyway.
On.
Anyway, time for the best stage theme.
Nice. I haven't listened to this in a while, so let's see if I agree. Oh wait, this one. Yeah, no. Okay, this one is really good.
Whoa. And a Mega Man 2 bat.
Cute.
Mega Man 2 bat is special because it has a very high chance to drop extra lives.
Ah. I just now noticed you don't have a life counter. Oh, hey there, Arrow. X1. Hi, Gideon. X1 has a great soundtrack in general, but yeah, this one is great. Yeah. Yeah, that's generally I remember this one. Gosh. No, I like its design, but I have to think about like who made the weird ostrich slash emu with a saw blade on its head that it can throw at you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Normally that guy's not beatable, but if you have Storm Eagle's tornado move or the fire move, you can beat those guys easily.
Ah, nice. Ah, me tools.
Me tools?
No, great. I keep forgetting. Like I've heard them called that at some point. Meteors, right? Is that
Metals,
Yep.
metors.
Meteors? Yeah. Another arrow. Maybe it was made for lumberjacking or something. But then why is it in the mines? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been joking. I've been making jokes about the robot designs earlier.
Yeah.
Like some of them are just made because it's funny.
Yeah.
Ah,
Meteors.
I've literally never heard anyone call those that.
Yeah. I've only really seen it written? And I'm like, no, that can't be right. That's weird.
This is also a fun part of the level. Wilbur!
No, I've never played Namco X Capcom or Project X Zone games, but I still always think back to that one like screenshot where there's like a sprite or not a sprite, but there's like a spike pit somewhere, and like Mega Man and Zero are just like having the existential crisis over it, and everyone else is just like, it's just a spike pit, dude. Guys, it's fine. Like, it's okay. Like, why are you freaking out so much over it? Which I do love. I should play those games at some point. I do love that goofy stuff there because, yeah, no. It feels like everyone and their mothers have been, like, commenting on how lethal spike pits are in, like, the Mega Man series.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, God.
RIP!
That's a little too far. But yeah, we made jokes about spikes in Mega Man in the classic Mega Man streams.
Yeah. Huh. Oh my god. Thank you, Mega Man fandom, for the giant. Please let me see this through alternative side. Please be up.
One of them revealed that Phoenix Wright wants Mijama's lawyers, so that's just funny.
Oh,
Since they're
oh yeah. They say a lone command mission, or in the various animes or something. God, that is really, I do love that bit.
There goes his armor. Oh, apparently I haven't played X on this collection. That on Steam at least, because I have had this collection on Switch. Oh boy.
No.
But yeah, it just gave me the achievement for knocking off Armored Armadillo's armor.
Nice. Hi. Oh. Mega Man Wiki. I don't want the virus version of these metars. Metal? Yeah, okay. I have seen metal as a pronunciation of them. Or a way to call them. Huh. But weird, it's giving me just the Mega Man Battle Network. From the... It feels weird. Like, why is this your, what I was initially linked to? That...
Yeah, baby, love the Mets.
Love the Mets, baby! Also, good job on the boss. But yeah, no, now I'm thinking about it. What do they do, actually? They're supposed to be like construction bots, but I think they just wanted a funny little guy, right? And then just put them everywhere. Now thinking about it, because I can't think about, like, what do they even do, like, functionally? They're just funny little guys.
Dr. Wily was a New Yorker, don't you know?
Yeah. God, that's funny. He loved the Mets.
I'm imagining Wily with a Boston accent.
Boston Wiley. God.
Yeah, in the first game they were in the mine stage.
Ah, okay, so they were, they were also, they did, mining, I guess? I guess. Somehow. You know, it's... But Mega Man 1, they didn't even have feet. Yeah, they're just funny little guys, you know? Which is something I both love, but it's also kind of really funny. Like, Dr. Light, like, okay, Dr. Light and Whiteley just going, okay, we need to make the funniest little guys we can. It is vitally important that we spend our grant money doing this.
Now there were like other enemies who wore the Met helmets but were not themselves Met, so in that first game, so yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. It's like they know that contact damage is a thing.
Yeah.
Boing. Ah, fuck.
Rip.
Literally right before this guy. Ah, fuck. In a different stage, we get Mets who are dressed up like bushes. Sigma's like, funny little guys, let's gear them for stealth.
Yeah. God. We need to put these mascot characters in ghillie suits.
That way, fuck. Monsters won't see them when they go out and do stuff. Ah, fuck. Okay, cat. Okay. Uh. Nice.
Very nice.
Oh, and that sounds one of the sub tanks filling.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Got him.
Nice, nice.
Damn it.
Yeah.
But, hey.
Hey. Shame you don't have the fishing rod from Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
Fish up dirt, gems that fell over. Or goodies that fell over.
Thought you were going to say fishing rod from Zelda.
Oh, no, Shovel Knight. I just forgot what it was called for a second.
Zelda mechanics.
God. So funny that they decided that the fishing rod they worked on Ganon in the final boss
Yeah.
in Twilight Princess.
Great. You know what? I never played it, but I need to read it. There is a tabletop RPG about like fishing that gets very silly with it and seeming a lot of fun ways, and it comes with like, oh, here's several different kinds of adventures to play and stuff like that. So it seems like it seems pretty good. I just need to actually read it someday. But I'm just suddenly reminded that, because that sounds like the type of game where you could fight like some sort of final boss with that maybe isn't even a fish with your fishing rod.
Octopus.
Now this is a boss that has an interaction with the boomerang cutter. At least one that I can prove.
Rip. Oh, and other arrow. The head being a weak point, that makes sense, but why the tail? It's like the energy systems or something? I guess that was for the dragon. And other arrow. Well, it's tradition. The kids use the bug net to deflect Ageheim's spells in A Link to the Past and deflect Ganondorf with a bottle.
Ageheim's? It's Aghanim.
Aghanim? Oh,
Yeah, Aghanim.
Aghanim? I see.
Yeah.
I don't see an N.
No, I know you're not
Oh, okay.
seeing that because other arrows linked as Agaheim.
Okay. Okay. And deflect Ganondorf bottle in the Ocarina of Time.
Typing Aga and Google's immediately like, no, I've got you covered. It's Aghanim. Who is actually only in a Link to the Past, and well, a shadow of him appears in Link's Awakening. That's kind of cheating. Anyway, he's a guy who, depending on your interpretation, either is like Ganon's henchman or is Ganon in disguise. And indeed,
Yeah.
there have been multiple like official adaptations of it which take different routes with that. Is Aghanim a different guy? Who knows? Like, you could make the argument for it, but like, because there's multiple manga of this game which go different routes with this.
Gosh.
But like, if I was writing a story based on this, I would, make it a separate guy just for, having the big reveal halfway through. Haha, you've defeated me, but you're not going to defeat Ganon, who's a different guy from me.
Yeah. Oh no. There's a boss that uses his moveset in one of the Oracle games, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, that makes sense that they would reuse that in the Oracle games. Like,
Yeah. Boomer.
Boomer. God.
Boomer
Oh.
spotted.
Sorry. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, there's a guy who isn't actually Aghanim called Agunima, who appears only as a mini boss in this dungeon. But there's also like a nightmare form of him that appears during the final battle of Link's Awakening, which makes sense because it's the things that Link fears basically,
Yeah.
and one of those is also Ganon. And I just like the idea of that being a separate guy.
Yeah.
But I can also understand the interpretation of, no, this is just what Ganon looks like outside of the like dark world.
No,
And-
and sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, just to say, other I was saying maybe it's both. Like he's a separate guy, but sold to sold again for power. If you give an
So-
extension to him or something.
Yeah,
Much potential
like-
ideas.
Yeah, there's things you can do with it, and indeed, there are things that different adaptations have done with this. Just as some of them, like some takes on the story, of which there have been multiple official adaptations. It's weird when you get down to it. Like, the boss fight against Blind, the master thief from the dark world, like there's an implication could be read into it that Blind is is actually the maiden that you're rescuing, and not just like that's a disguise. That's just what this thief looked like. But I want to say there have been different takes on that too. There has definitely been one version of A Link to the Past which added like an extra character who tagged along with Link and got turned into one of the later bosses. I
Huh.
want to say Trinex, but I'd have to check. Let's see. I'm actually gonna look this up because I'm like, was that Link to the Past? Nah, doesn't say anything about it here. But there's some boss fight which is changed into that in some adaptation. But like, yeah. In the same way that like I scoff at people talking about how the lore of Donkey Kong has been ruined, I'm like, you don't have to follow Hyrule Historia. You can do your own takes on whatever you're like. Oh, this is the story I want to tell based on this. Like, if there was an official, like, remake of Link to the Past that added a different story to it, sure, there's actually precedent for that, because, one, multiple adaptations of it, two, for some reason, there was the, what's it called, the, like, early version of, like, downloads play,
The broadcast satellite.
yeah, the broadcast thing, which, like, you didn't play as Link in that. You played as, like, a boy or girl. I think you choose which one you were, and one of them, like, the boy had a baseball cap. And it's like, oh, this is you, the player, transported to Hyrule. And it's like, yeah, okay. Like, make it an isekai, why not? Okay, Boomer.
God. Shout out to various media in the past with enemies called Boomer. Unknowingly being really funny years in the future.
Is
Because,
this guy actually teleporting?
Yep.
Yeah.
oh!
Alright. Yeah. Like, I think that was in one of the adaptations. I could actually be mistaken. But, like... Eh?
Berlin Cutter.
Like there's stuff you can do just by going, I'm gonna do a different take on how these characters are technically alter egos of the same guy, but you can just go, no, they're different people. Funnily enough, A Link to the Past also added some, like, in the English translation of the manual, just added some backstory elements that just aren't there in the Japanese one.
Oh my god.
Like, they gave Ganon a last name, which has never been referenced again. They, like, invented a whole set of, like, magical fiefs that, that Ganondorf Dragmir was the leader of. And obviously, they didn't know about the Gerudo at that point. That wasn't a thing they'd planned out. But it's like, you can kind of squint and go, yeah, that kind of tracks of what they eventually ended up doing.
Oh, that's really fun.
Boomer Clanger has some stuff that Lekman does, like having a very vertical level and also having to come back to the level after you get his weapon.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Thankfully it's not required, but it's helpful.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
track is good.
Seriously, what were they thinking with the Lekman?
Yeah, anyway, like, my point is, whenever people are like, oh no, this has ruined the backstory of my game by adding these new elements, I'm like, listen, if you care that much, you can pick and choose. You can go, okay, I'm gonna make a comic about this set of backstory elements. I'm gonna write a fan fiction where actually no, Ganon isn't the same guy as Aghanim, or maybe he is. Like, you can choose this. The Hyrule Historia is self-contradictory, and I'm like, you know what? Let's pick whatever you like.
Huh. Now, real quick, I had to jump in that other arrow. Actually, Mary, Ganondorf Dragmir has been referenced again in the
okay.
latest that I'm aware of revision of the official English website. Why? Don't know. My head and then other again. My headcanon is that Dragmir is like a title given to a once-a-century Gerudo king.
Yeah. Yes,
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do
There's
that.
nothing to support that, but there's nothing saying that's not the case.
Yeah.
Because canonically, that name has never been referenced outside of a manual.
Yeah.
And that's plainly not in the Japanese version of that manual.
Yeah.
They just added that in because it's like, oh, this sounds like let's give this guy a name. Why not?
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing about Zelda is that at one point there are two Zeldas in the same time period.
Yeah. One of them is named after the other.
Which one is that?
This is Zelda 1 and 2. One of the
Oh, yeah.
Zeldas, I want to say Zelda in 2 has been like eternally sleeping and preserved, and like the royal family went, in her honor, we will name our daughter Zelda. And then it turns out she just woke up after all that, and it's like, okay, now there are two Zeldas.
Two of them.
Do you think
Yeah.
you think they got along?
So,
I no.
maybe.
Oh, this is, by the way, another change. There's water.
Uh-huh.
Huh. That's it? Just
Oh,
water?
is it?
Well, you'll see later, but there's a lot of water.
Huh.
Yeah. So, other arrow, The implication in like the various Zelda games is it's always the same Ganon. Like Link in Zelda, oh, Link might be reincarnated each time. Zelda may or may not be. She might just be named after previous Zeldas. Ganon, just the same guy usually. But you could do something where it's like, yeah, it takes place over a long enough time period that there's more than one Gerudo king born once every 1,000 years. Why not? Like, they're all called Ganon. Because that's just the traditional name you give to them.
Yeah.
And of course that name has like really negative connotations in other parts of Hyrule. I don't know. There's story beats you can do with this. I've seen some fan works where it's like, hey, here's an idea for a story where the Ganon, Link, and Zelda of this generation are all friends. Then it turns out like that Ganon's discovering, oh, all the previous Ganons are known as like the King of Evil. It's like, huh.
Oh.
I hope this doesn't come between me and my friends.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a new Ganon in Four Swords Adventure. There you go. Like I said, I never got to the end of that. But I was playing with someone who actively like sabotaged everything I did while playing, and then threw a hissy fit every time I got ahead of him in rupees. And I'm like, huh.
Oh.
Yeah. Alright, what was I doing?
That guy had a lot of health. Oh! It's under me. Capsule contains a new type of body armor. It will reduce damage to your systems by 50%.
Thanks, Dad.
No problem.
Now what? Real quick aside, do they ever have any reason why Mega Man doesn't have, or Mega Man X doesn't have like his cool armor in like future games, or do they just like don't worry about it? Like, you gotta find it again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
It's like, although in future games he does keep the slide, so
Yeah. He had to keep that one. The other is like only in time of crisis does he seek out the things, I guess. Oh, and other arrow. Honestly, upon the idea of like a no, oh, God. Honestly, upon the idea of like a new Malgerudo is born and Hyrule immediately declares this is it, reincarnation again, and kill him. It's a bad scene. Like, the Malgerudo wouldn't even be like Ganon in the story idea, but just it raised the idea of, are you really heroes if you're killing people because they might be? I mean, you could do something with that, because I could, I mean, there's, okay, there's so much weird baggage with the Gerudo, right? Of like, they're very exoticized and like kind of treated like orientally a lot of times as like, and you know the whole like, oh, they're almost always portrayed as thieves and everything, right? And you could do something with that of like, hey, maybe Hyrule kind of sucks, actually.
Like, there's enough evidence that Hyrule has a dark past and some really seedy elements to it. There's like the whole Sheikah thing.
yeah.
It's like, oh, the Shadow Temple, which is full of torture implements, and it's like, oh, why does the Hyrule why does the Hyrule royal family have such associations with this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Whoa.
finally.
Again, like, you're picking and choosing elements from, what, a few dozen games at this point, and you can just do that.
Yeah.
Like, if someone tries to tell me, but that's not canon, it's contradicted in this other game, and I'm gonna be like, everything in these games is contradicted in other games. You choose
Yeah.
what makes the best story, and sometimes that involves just ignoring what you have.
Oh yeah. I mean, now speaking of that, like you sometimes get like a lot of fiction that just does that even like officially. Like yeah, sure, like whatever. Like I remember seeing something like seeing out in this Discord server, like I'm forgetting who. I know like Andy Zero and someone else talking about like the Fate like series and how as talking about all this intricate lore and everything, but like if the writer has an idea for a new like some series or whatever, and it's like yeah sure I'm completely willing to just throw out things if it makes for a better story. Yeah, he just does that,
Yeah.
and it's like yeah good for you, man. Cause
I
like
mean-
yeah.
Yeah. The funniest example of it is who censored Roger Rabbit, the book that was eventually adapted into Who Framed Roger Rabbit is like
Huh.
really dark and gritty, and half the cast die by the end of it.
Oh
And
my
the
God.
movie kind of ignores that and does a different thing. It has its own plot going on. Most of the characters survive outside of like a couple of them. And the author went, actually, this is better than what I had. I'm gonna write a sequel. Like, first chapter is character waking up and going, man, that was a weird dream that I had where everybody died. And it's just like the entire first book is retconned out, and the guy's just like, go watch the movie. Has only
Yeah?
the loosest connection to that first book.
God.
And you can just do that. If it makes a better story, then yeah. Yeah, Lake Hylia doesn't always exist in the same place. Very few bits of Hyrule always exist in the same place. Like, you've got a couple of outs for that if you want to fold in different bits of lore. You've got, well, these games are thousands of years apart. Oh, it's a magical land where things change sometimes. And you also have, like, the one I would go with, which is, it's just the legend. It's the Legend of Zelda. Finally, we found Sigma's fortress. Now we'll finally figure out what a Sigma male is. Let's go in and put an end to his war against the humans.
Yes, the humans which are mentioned but never really shown outside of like
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, there are humans around, but it's...
Is Dr. Kane even in actually in any of the games? Like
he
the
has a
doctor.
sprite, so yeah.
Yes. Oh, my cat
Oh,
is messing around.
Oh dear.
She's fine.
Oh kitties. Okay, that's good.
But
Hey.
like, yeah, my thing for like, if I was writing a Zelda story, would be to just go with, yeah, it's the Legend of Zelda. It's not the immutable historical fact of Zelda. You can take or leave bits of it. Like,
What? Cat? Friggin'.
maybe there was just originally a Zelda, a Link, and a Ganon, and retellings of the story just got out of hand.
Yeah. Oh man, I
The
remember
point these
seeing.
become legendary figures. Go ahead.
I remember seeing like a headcanon that like Twilight Princess was like a story that wasn't originally part of the legend, but like got retroactively put into it.
Huh.
Because Zelda's barely
my-
in it.
My point of comparison is Arthurian legend.
Yeah.
Every town in England has their own, like, Arthurian knight. They're like, oh, yeah, our guy was the best. He was a werewolf. Oh, he had magic powers. Oh, actually, he was an even, like, better knight than the ones that you hear about all the time. It's just, these are all technically sort of canon. It's like, well, we don't know there wasn't a knight like that.
We don't know about Werewolf Knight number 6. They never said he didn't exist. He could be out there.
Yeah, along with Sir not appearing in this film.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I remember you talking about that before, and yeah, no, I do really like that idea, because
Yeah, I have brought it up before, but it's just like, come on, you can just do this. Hyrule Historia isn't accurate. We know this.
yeah, I shout out to Hyrule Warriors, just having like one, the DLC that had Linkle, where it's like, oh, where she grew up, it's she's called Linkle because like so many people are called Link or some variation of it, because what if my
Yeah.
child grows up to be, the legendary, like the reincarnation,
I mean,
right? So just
there's
people just
precedent
name
for that. There are
Yeah.
names that are popular because it's like, yeah,
Yeah. Wind Waker also touches on that.
the Legend of Midna.
Like, Wind Waker had, like, the ceremony that was, like, where all young kids get Link's costume, basically. Young boys.
Ah. God, I do love this idea of the legend, to just quote, I was thinking of a similar idea, like originally the Legend of Midna or whatever, with a separate legend, then God's Sword and Zelda mythos,
Yeah,
like
that
the hero.
wasn't originally Link, but they just went, well, people care about Link, so we're just gonna, like, bolt him onto that story in place of some other guy who
Right.
originally got turned into a wolf.
Yeah. God. Also, just the idea of, it fits very well with the idea of Hyrule doing some sort of, like, I'm forgetting the term for it, but how, like, Christians, or early Christianity spread of, like, oh, actually, your god is actually an aspect of our cool
it's
guy.
syncretism. It's
Yeah.
basically saying, oh, it's a funny coincidence. You're saying your god has these powers. Actually, the god you're worshipping is our god, who also has these powers. And it wasn't just
Yeah.
Christians. This was a thing that was
Oh, yeah.
like common in all kinds of empires.
Like Rome. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, your local guardian spirit has lightning powers. Actually, that's just Zeus. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, you could just keep worshipping them, but we're gonna put up statues of Zeus as well.
Okay, first.
Godspeed, James. What's
Okay,
this
well, I
jump?
fucked up anyway, getting hit.
Okay.
You have to
Hey.
not get hit after a certain point.
But,
So-
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was just gonna go ahead with, like,
Yeah, the
I
Romans
do.
loved doing that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. I'm trying to remember. What was his name? Zeus for Rome? The Roman?
Jupiter.
Jupiter, yeah. But,
Technically a Jupiter for an
Uh,
I, but that's...
yeah,
They didn't have the letter J.
yeah. Going to Jupiter to get more stupider.
Yeah.
But,
It's not early on, like Latin, I believe, eventually
Damn
added
it.
that letter. It was the no, you. Whatever. Anyway, at this point though, you'd be writing like Hyrule Historia fan fiction of like the long disputed, like, is the Legend of Midna a separate legend that was just folded into the Legend of Zelda?
Yeah, which is pretty great. That's some
Which
fucking
could
Elder
be a
Scrolls
funny
bullshit.
idea, like, just like, it's a Zelda story set far in the future of all these other ones where it's like, well, we don't really know for a fact if these were all the same links or if they were literally thousands of years apart.
Yeah?
Okay, so this Easter
Oh,
egg
oh.
is weird, and sometimes you get it first try, and sometimes you don't.
Huh.
Sometimes you fall into the pit.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Although, actually, Hyrule Historia fanfiction is a pretty funny idea when I
Yeah?
think about it. It's the, like, building off that concept and going, okay, here's the Link of this generation. But, like, oh, Link's such a common name though, because like everybody's heard the Legend of Zelda, right? It's like, well, technically there are like a dozen different Legends of Zelda. It's like
God?
far enough in the future they're making movies and cartoons of it. It's like, oh yeah, this is the one where he goes, "Excuse me, princess," and we don't talk about it much.
God? Is Vati a separate being or early pre-Sheikah version of Ganon? God? Yeah. Which, oddly enough, real quick, I had to yap about how that's one of the things I love about the Elder Scrolls series is that it legit it's like, oh, here's a book talking about history of a culture or whatever, and sometimes you'll find like, oh, here's a book talking about like how that previous book was just like straight up like complete fabrication of like an actual biography, and like you'll get like the meta research of like some things in some of the games. It's pretty great. But I do love this idea of just like, yeah, let's just start making fanfic about the interpretations of all these legends. It's so good,
Well,
so silly and fun and nerdy.
I tried.
Yeah, you did. Sorry, I kind of laughed there, or whatever the hell you call that sound, because other arrow, Zelda title where there's a Link and the rival who's also named Link.
Yeah, and it's like only history will tell which of us was the real Link of this generation. Thousands of years later, people are shipping these two Links. It just like became another legend, and they're like, what if the rivalry?
Had homoerotic subtext. What if it was text? God.
Anyway, the Easter egg would have been a capsule with Dr. Light, but he was wearing Ryu's clothes from Street Fighter,
Oh.
and he would have taught you the Hadoken.
Oh, that's an Easter egg?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, now I'm going back thinking about it. I don't think I ever actually got to play through all of Mega Man X. I think a cousin had it or something. So I never got to see that for myself, huh?
There we go. Relevant to Zelda talk.
Hold on a second. I think my cat just fucked with the AC.
Oh dear.
Oh no, she actually didn't. Okay. Sorry, kitty. Sorry, I suspected you of doing that.
That video is so cute. Ah?
Oh, great. Another movie based on The Legend of Zelda. Ah, man, you'd hope that they'd come up with something more unique than that.
Yeah.
I know it's in the public domain because it's like from thousands of years ago, but come on.
That would be like their their
No, no, it
superhero like burnout.
reimagines Link as a superhero.
Oh no. Now, real quick, I had to talk about. I've been watching some. Great. How am I? Some of the Super Sentai with a partner, and it's great. I'm forgetting the full name. I know it's called like Dawn Brothers. And it's really funny and silly, but like part of the joy of it is that the Red Ranger isn't like the protagonist of that series. It's the Yellow Ranger, but like. The reason for that is the Red Ranger is basically a folklore hero, like, because he's named after Momotaro because his father literally did find him in some weird, like, carriage that looked like a giant, like, peach. And, like, whenever, like, sorry, there's so much about this character, but, like, for one, he's a delivery guy. He works for, like, you know, like a FedEx type deal. And he does this because he knows he delivers like good fortune to people. Like he just knows that he does that, and also he can never lie. And his coworkers also know this, and they're like, hey, you know, like let's play rock paper scissors for like your you know some of the food that you got. And like before it, like he like you know they do it, they're like, hey, what are you gonna pick? He's like rock. And you know they of course just pick paper, and like he'll just keep doing this because he can't lie. So if he's asked something, he'll just say it. And it's just like really goofy with it. And anytime he transforms into the Red Ranger, he has like a whole like I think the term Palquin, you know, like you know with the people carrying like a platform for like royalty or whatever. Like I think I'm using the term right.
You know, I don't actually know how to pronounce it, but I know what you mean, and that is how I pronounced it.
Yeah, so it's like, and he even has like dancers along as well, and they're like carrying not only him but his motorcycle at the same time, and he's like, oh ho 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 ho, and you know just he gets really wild with it, and it's such a fun, goofy thing of just what if a guy was just like a legendary hero, like you know a folklore type guy, but also in the modern day, where he just comes off as a big doofus. Like he's just really weird to a lot of people because of this. Like, and it's great to also imagine that type of setup of like. What if Link was some sort of like folk hero type guy with like kind of larger than life, but also just kind of weird, right? Or any other character, you know, if you wanted to like imagine other folk heroes in modern day. I know. Hey, Vile.
Stay back, X. I'll take him on.
Oh, and
Okay, we're just gonna wait for this to play out.
oh, hold on a sec. And yeah, the cat's fucking with the AC.
Cat that loves to destroy ACs.
So I'm actually playing around with a MIDI of a Legend of Zelda Link to the Past song in the background here. I'm just swapping out the instruments one at a time until I get something that sounds decent.
I messed up. Skipped the line. I'll just say, don't move our history, basically.
Dream on, Zero. X knows he can't defeat me. My armored carrier is more than a match for his ancient weapons.
Really? Because in video games, the older the weapon is, the stronger it is.
Gosh. I mean, also, you know what? God. This feels like it doesn't get brought up nearly enough, actually, in the X series, that, like, literally, they're called Reploids because they're replicating X. Like, there's an entire class of of created people named after trying to replicate X, right? And it feels like it's not made to be a big enough deal as it should be, right? Like, he is the like android that everyone else is based off of.
Oh, it's me. Maybe, but I'm not through yet. What am I fighting for?
What a worthless gesture. I can't be defeated so easily. So X, it's just you and me now. What the? Where did that energy come from? It really doesn't matter now. Doesn't really matter how much energy you absorb, X. You're still far too weak. Prepare to be terminated.
Just the Boba Fett wannabe. Stick to a movie and stay with it.
Yeah? God. It is, you know what? Boba Fett's so funny. Because everyone saw the design, like, wow, this guy's so cool. I wonder what he gets up to, like, you know, after the movies or before it or whatever. And the first thing in the extended universe, like, oh yeah, he got stuck in that worm that ate him for like, for like a long time. Like, oh, cool. Also, Rip Vile. Oh, was that kidding or?
Okay. Cat did it again.
Oh boy.
Gary? X, I've taken too much damage. You must kiss me better.
I've taken too much damage. Also, yes, that thing that other voice said is canon. It's Yowie time. Auto repair systems can't handle it without a sufficient influx of Yowie. My power is moving fast. Your power is greater than I thought. Maybe you can destroy Sigma.
Nah, we won't. We'll try.
You won't. You'll try. But he's gonna be around for a long time. Oh man, I just realized how badly burned one of my arms is.
Oh
In
god.
the
Yeah.
sun all day. And it's like,
Oh,
the other one's fine, it's just like, I definitely put on this much sunscreen on both of them.
yeah.
Also, that's where you get the Buster upgrade if you didn't get it earlier.
Huh.
And yeah, Sting Chameleon's power when charged is invulnerability.
Huh.
You can go through things.
Sick. Good.
God damn it.
Ba-ba-da-doo.
Although the Yowie implications aren't until X2, which is very much about getting Zero back from the
He
dead.
wants his boyfriend back.
Yeah.
So bad. Shout out to Bayonetta 2, with it being a sequel that has the Yuri implications of, like, she wants her girlfriend back from hell.
Yeah, and then let's ignore Bayonetta 3 for ignoring that.
Yeah! So ass. Especially since previously, great, how am I forgetting his name? You know, the you know, care of the
Shit.
series being like, you know, oh, alright.
You are just being a problem right now.
Oh, kitties.
Okay? Yeah, you just stay there and take a nap or something.
You know, I forgot to read this earlier, but, God, Other Arrow, Zelda equivalent of Fate Stay Night, a visual novel which dares ask the question, what if Link was a woman? God? Yeah? Would, you know, would, like, I don't know, Linka or whatever? Like, I'm trying to remember what, like, Saber's,
Linkle.
like, yeah. Would Link, would that series also be known for having, Linkle face? Where it just, there's a whole lot of characters that get introduced that just sort of look like Linkle. And it's just, like... Cause I know that's a thing with Fate Stay of like Saber face of like there's just an awful lot of women that look like that look like you know Saber.
Yep.
That just sort of happens.
There's the one from Fate Extra.
Yeah, the one who is like not at all connected to Saber in any way other than looking exactly like her.
Oh my god.
But red.
Yeah, Red Saber.
Ah, crap.
Oh dear.
That's better.
Nice.
Sorry for the technical issues, everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it happens.
Oh, and this guy.
Oh yeah, this guy. God.
Help. Spiders. He's an fuck.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, now he's just doing it mid. Fucking.
Incredibly rude. Rip.
Yeah, the charged version won't be much help in this fight.
No.
Whoa! Well, that was at least an easy pattern. These things are always so annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, I think remembering what was it? The Super Mario 64 DS minigame that was like based on this I wasn't the best at it.
Mario Party 1 did it.
Yeah. Of
Oh.
course. And the typing on that's so rude. Oh.
Right, the full charged. Fucking spider.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. Why am I doing so badly?
Maybe just feeling a bit frustrated, but bit on edge. It happens. You know what? I forgot if y'all ever, I wasn't here earlier, so I wouldn't known. Even it's so weird that in this series, that they straight up like Rebloid DNA.
Oh yeah.
Like that's a thing. Like that gets brought up several times because there's effectively several necromancers that you fight throughout the series that use like the data from old the old Rebloids you fight to for like certain attacks or whatever.
Fuck. Wow. Where's my head today? Yeah, I want armored armadillo because I clearly need the lives, so...
Yeah.
I'm usually great at this. Bat. 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 God damn it, I was going to say something. Oh yeah. If you take the Mega Man Extreme games, then Robot Souls are canon. Or if you take those as canon, Robot Souls are canon.
Yeah, there's just straight up Robot Souls in cyberspace. Like, I mean, fuck,
Robot
if you
Souls in cyberspace.
Does it sound like what a track in when it in the Angel Numbers album or something?
I mean, I literally have a song called Cybersex in Cyberspace, which has not made its way onto any album yet, because I'm like, where the hell did I put this?
But yeah, no, the series is great. Of just like, what if we use technology to rebuild the spiritual? Like, there's cyber souls, like there's like in the what would it like the Mega Man Zero games and Zero X games, like those do get brought up, and like there are like cyber ghosts basically from the then far past, right? It's sort of funny that they're just that. Oh, and the fairies, the cyber fairies from God,
Mothra and the fairies.
Yeah.
Yeah, cyber elves.
The cyber elves. That's what they're called. Yeah, which is funny because in the first Mega Man Zero game, it's like, oh, once you use them, they just it's like described as like them dying basically, like they're just gone forever. And they actually noticed that most people like didn't use the cyber elves for their benefit at all. And like, maybe we need to like quietly retcon that so that people actually use these like little like upgrades and power ups that like we put into our game, right? Which is just really funny. When like something like that happens. It's like, oh, people don't want to kill the cyber elves, apparently. Like, oh, huh.
Yeah, and especially when it lowers your ranking in levels.
Oh, yeah, I did do that. That's a shout out to all the weird names, the titles you can get depending on your like rank in levels. Like they would be like, oh, you know, what weapons you use the most. Did you use certain things more than others? Like it was pretty nuts. Give me a sec. No, Mega Man knowledge base. Would you have the Mega Man Zero titles, like result titles or whatever? Okay, that's apply gameplay elements rank. Okay, be looking at the ranking. Yeah.
Yeah. So I found a MIDI of a song from Link to the Past, and I've just been like trying to find instruments that aren't actually the instruments used in the SNES version. So this is technically a cover of it, but I'm just going, you know what? I can make something of this.
Nice.
Just add synthesizers to it that sound decent enough.
What bucket? Fucking hell. Yeah.
Like, there's 3 different trumpets on the original version of it. Nope. I am not using those. I'm doing something different. That sounds okay. I could just do this if I felt like it, but it's not interesting to me to make an album of this.
Uh-huh.
And I could steal any bit of those songs if I really felt like it.
Fun.
Man, is that a complicated tune?
Huh? Huh.
I'm having to swap out 11 different instruments for it.
Oh gosh.
Ah,
It
fucking
works.
hell.
It's fine.
Wait.
I need a drink. Water.
Yeah? Yeah, yeah, take your time.
boy. Oh boy.
Oh, real quick, I refound the results from the Mega Man Zero games, and some of these are pretty great. For example, you can get Godspeed if you get you know, the fastest clear time in 0, 3, and 4. Oh yeah, they had some really funny ones. Buggy, clear a mission with level F. Lazy, clear 3 missions in a row with level F. Scrapper, or Scrap Iron, apparently in Japanese, clear 5 missions in a row with letter F. Crasher, clear 7 in a row with F. Like, then, you know, Hero gets you an if you get a S rank, or, you know, a level. Then Superhero 3 in a row, Savior, Immortal, for like the 7. God, I know there's some funny, I think I should, the later games, yeah. Wait, oh yeah, the later games, you get 2. You get a first half and second half. You can be a, lightning chain? Chain rod is used over 70% more times than other weapons during the mission. Chain boy. Oh yeah, some of them are boy. For some reason. Chain boy. Edge boy. Yeah. Yeah, you get edge boy if you use the
No,
Z
no
saber
edge
for
boy.
boy. Yeah, if you use the
Edge boy
saber.
has one power. You better
Yeah.
save it for when it really counts.
Yeah.
Power
Oh.
of Edge Boy is one you have to build up to.
Oh no.
That almost fucking fucks.
Oh.
Why is this part?
To be fair, it does look really rude. Like, that cannot be ignored. It's a very rude platforming section. Like, especially since those little helicopter guys can spawn basically right above you, and then all they had to do was, like, move down a little bit and screw you over. Ooh.
Yeah, there are midis of basically all the Zelda themes for. Actually, how far did they go? It's Awakening, Ocarina of Time. Oh, okay. You can make Ocarina of Time remixes.
Oh, nice.
Someone has made these all the way up to Breath of the Wild.
Huh.
Yeah,
Wow.
obviously, you know. Yeah. Hmm. And it's
Yeah.
just like, I can dump them in a music editing program and then just take MIDIs and use them on the piano roll for other instruments.
Yeah.
Do you want drum and bass Zelda? This is how you get drum and bass Zelda.
Yeehaw.
Ugh.
I'll be back in a minute.
Alright. Right.
I think it hit me when I was hitting him, so both the sound effects
Huh.
played at the same time, although I don't know if my health got reduced. Didn't notice it. But it just did that then? What?
Huh.
I thought it was supposed to do that at low health. Ah, fuck.
No, I just now realized I didn't reblog the post about this yet. Whatever. Might as well do it now since we're close to the end. Yeah, you did it! You beat the stupid spider, hell yeah.
Don't know why I had so many problems earlier. I'm just silly.
Yeah, streaming's just like that sometimes. You're like, this should be fine. But no, it wasn't fine. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted with menuing to get back here, but yeah. Still happy that you got through that. No, I love the browns using this, which feels weird to say. It's just, it's very easy to make a sci-fi game and not really have any, like, earth tones in it, you know?
Hell yeah. You what? Oh. It's Penguin Boy. Man, I know damaged him earlier. It's fine.
Yeah?
Oh my god, this is the worst pain in my life!
Hey, he takes a lot of damage from fire. Rip to that guy.
But I'm different. Oh yeah, guys in ride armor won't be in them if you're not in ride armor. At least not at first. They'll try and jump into them when they notice you, but yeah. That's a good touch.
Yeah.
And the ride armors do have a set amount of health, but otherwise, yeah.
Yeah.
And Storm Eagle.
Another bozo has fallen.
Sir, another bozo has fallen.
Another
Fucking
bozo.
bozos hitting towers.
Or yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
ah, yeah, this boss.
Oh yeah, this weird thing.
I think it's actually weak to the chameleon sting. Ah. Yeah.
It.
It seems like parts of it are weak to chameleon sting.
Yeah. Is that thing weak to homing or search missile, whatever? The homing missiles or something?
Homing torpedo.
Ah, that's what it's called.
No, but it worked.
Yeah.
Also, I thought taking out the eyes first would cause that, but no, it just does that on its own. The
Yeah,
walls closing in thing. Uh. Okay. And it's Armadillo Mon. He's shy. Okay, that should have hit him. Ow. Yeah, they didn't have boss capsules for this first one.
Huh. Man. Poor Spark Mandrill. Absolutely clowned on
Yeah.
by his weakness.
It's why people call fights like that Spark Mandrill syndrome.
God. That's funny.
Ah!
Kidnapped.
Lord.
God. Dude.
Bam. Told you the boomerang color got the tentacles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was easy. It sure is some sort of tank.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not the weakness.
What? You alright? Wait. Make sure the YouTube chat open. Yep.
What was that? A weakness hit? I gotta check. Not really, no. Oh wow. This better not be the weakness. Thankfully, no. Huh. Wait, was I wrong? No, I wasn't wrong about the weakness. Just doesn't have a weakness. Okay, and this time... Yeah, okay. Yeah, this place is a grind spot. And there was an extra life. I still have another sub tank to fill.
And after the sub tank, we got to, you know, put away some energy for our college fund. A little nest egg for Exy's retirement as well.
Actually, I should probably keep it going for a bit, because there's more. Welcome. I see you managed to get here by yourself. Very impressive. I could destroy you, but I would not rob my pet of that pleasure. He knows how to deal with betrayers. Betrayers? Should you live? I'll be waiting for you. Don't disappoint me, X. Oh, you know what? I actually just remembered.
I mean, betrayer is a valid word, even if traitor is more commonly used.
Yeah, but I didn't betray him.
Yeah. I feel like he's reading more into your relationship than maybe he should. It's like, hey man, I didn't betray you. I wasn't part of your organization.
Excellent job, X. I see why Zero counted on you. You're almost as good as Hunter I was. But the time of your destruction has arrived. You shall regret ever having defied me.
What? How did we defy you, aside from, you know, killing all of your guys? Like that.
I think it's more of we didn't die. And that's defying him.
Okay, but like, we didn't betray you by doing that. Oh man, why have I got 6 reminders open here?
Okay, I guess that got him. Sigma gets more complicated by exactly what measure in X4 and never grew in complexity ever again. Yeah, pretty much. There's... Well, okay, there's sort of something in X8, but then there wasn't any sort of sequel. Mega Man Twitter versus the Sigma male. Says other arrow.
Alright.
Oh, by the way, the Hadoken worked on every boss and it one-shotted them except for this one. Ah, fuck. Okay, why isn't he bringing his... There it goes. Okay. Fuck! Fuck. Damn it. Okay. Ah, fuck. Of course, that would fall. Aye. At least this grind is easier than the grind in X2 and X3 if you die to Sigma there. It's like, they designed this so that you would grind. In X2 and X3 you had two enemies that were like, you had to off screen and like, yeah. Ugh.
Mega Man X, more like Mega Man Grinder. Yeah, I'm muting this. This is actually very irritating to me.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, welcome back to the most important part of the game. Grinding.
Yippee!
Yippee!
God.
There we go.
Alright.
Okay, now we can make progress again. We can
Yay!
Okay.
Megaman Twitter versus the Sigma Male.
Okay, yeah, it's the same dialogue.
You dare bring light into my lair? You must die.
Nice.
I was supposed to fill your lair with light.
Okay.
Oh! It's like he's only known as Megaman Twitter by Robo Wiley and Robo Light, and like the guy who found him. Everyone else calls him Twitter. Yeah. God. No, I think Robo Light would not call his son. I think he would call his son Twitter. As well. But
Listen,
what was
it's
I gonna say?
vitally important you change your name back to Twitter. Don't ask.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Earlier, while the way for a bit, I had an idea of like, you know what? It would be possible to make like an AU where it's just like in the Mega Man X like era of things, right? Like, what if there's just like only a handful of humans left, but like the Reploids have been like programmed to believe there are humans still around, like their minds
Yeah,
sort of
okay.
fill in the blanks, right? Because you never see them in like the Mega Man X games, right? Other than
Yeah.
Dr. Kane, like the ones, and like until the Mega Man
Right.
Zero games, I was like, oh, huh, there are humans.
Yeah.
Huh, neat.
No, watch out, that's his head. Yeah.
Fool, this
Yeah,
made it
it's
easier
going-
to... Oh, continue.
Go ahead.
Fool, this made it easier to fit into my Fursona machine.
Yeah, so going Maverick by realizing, wait a second, there's only like a few thousand humans, not the 4 billion that my brain is telling me there are.
Yeah?
Of course, that naturally makes them like prioritize humans less. It's like, oh, there are barely any of them.
Yeah, or like, no, maybe I've never even ran into a human my entire like
Yeah.
life.
You really think that's chicken you're eating?
Yeah? God, I was about to say, what if there's like some Reploids like designed to fill in that role, so like when needed sometimes, right? And like, oh, this is our capital city, and our totally real humans that actually exist, and but you know, but then I thought, no, that would be wilder. What if there's like the fucking mechanoids, like not even the full like Reploids that are like fully sentient,
Yeah,
but
just
just
the
like
Mega Man equivalent ones there. It's like,
Yeah.
well, they don't really think for themselves, but if you've never met actual humans before in your life, how would you know?
yeah. Like, how would
Yeah,
you know? And there's so
the-
few of them.
Yeah, the concept of a philosophical zombie, as in something that appears to think, but really doesn't.
No, it's not possible. How can this be? I'm a Reploid. I can't be destroyed by you. Why, X? Why have you done this to us? Without the humans, my Reploid. Wait. What? Oh, wait. Okay. Without the humans, my Reploid first could have ushered in a new age. Sorry, we were talking about humans so much, and I thought that it was saying something else. Brain.
Yeah, say. I was like, wait, what?
Big Matt almost giving the game away right here. That there aren't any humans left.
The war has ended, and for now, and peace has been restored. Those who sacrifice themselves for the victory will never return. God, that is so ironic! Because it's talking about Zero, the guy who always returns.
X's boyfriend who always gets killed, but don't worry, he brings back his baby girl, anytime he can.
God.
Exhausted, X gazes at the destruction he helped cause and wonders why he chose to fight. Was there another way? X. Come on, buddy. Standing on the cliff. The answers seem to escape him. He only knows that he'll fight the Mavericks again before he finds his answer. How long will he keep on fighting? How long will his pain last? Maybe only the X-Buster on his hand knows for sure.
God. Well, only until...
No, that's kind of like Noir, right? Like, you know, only the gun on his on the PI's hip knows how long he'll keep fighting for, or something like that, right? Like, I can imagine that sort of thing in like a Noir novel or something.
Yeah, but it only goes on until XA, and then they didn't continue it despite a cliffhanger.
Yeah. And of the X-Zero series and Zero and the Zero X series, kinda are more assuming like X6 was the final one, right? Because that's when they started getting made. So like, there's some stuff from the later X games, like sort of hinted at, but like nothing else. It's weird.
God.
But yeah.
You know what? I really should finish X4 as Zero. I still haven't done that.
Yeah. Oh, Slife chiming in a bit earlier. I mean, Legends has humanity, and bots become one species. Humans with Lego anatomy. Well, yeah, but you know, it's like before those games happen, it's very easy to just imagine they're just straight up aren't humans. Like, they never show up. And other arrow, I mean, they did finally put down Zero eventually. Maybe, depending on what you think Model Z is. God, that's such a good question. And Scythe, Lego become real. Lego does become real in Legends, which is really funny. Cause it's just, yeah, no, it's just everyone's like a biological cyborg. Like, everyone's just like that by the time Legends comes around. Like, it's just kind of bonkers. And other arrow, I think an art book retconned the thing from X8 being the same location as a similar thing from 01. No way, yeah, sure, why not? Why not?
I can't slide and shoot at the same time.
Yeah, you can. He's Megaman X, and it looks cool. So what? Don't worry about it. But yeah, you did it.
Yeah.
You as Megaman X. Yippee!
Yeah.
You did it! You beat the game! Oh yeah! This is still by the point in time where, you know, they're using people's, like, handles, right? Partially that they don't want them to be headhunted by other companies, right?
Oh,
I know
God,
that's a
yeah,
thing that lasted for a while.
Yeah, that's such a shitty practice, honestly.
Yeah. It's so wild that that was even a thing. Like, I don't know, maybe pay your guys more, though. If someone's like, oh, hey, you know, I was offered this, you know, at another company. Like, haha, we're not putting your name in the credits anymore. Like, oh no, Capcom, maybe you should just pay guys more. What a concept.
presented by Capcom, and then eventually. You have won a temporary victory, X. What you destroyed was only a temporary body. My spirit remains. Oh, they're
Remains-
doing
Alright,
robot
his
souls.
robot soul remains intact. His immortal robot soul.
Kind of
In-
wish.
in-
It could be the name of an album or a track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they didn't have this plot point for Sigma, so that they could make new villains for each one.
Yeah, or
Reincarnate as Ganon.
yeah. Basically, he basically is Ganon. He just keeps coming back, which is kind of a shame because they could have at least, like, I don't know, if they wanted to bring him back, like, maybe after a few games, so that when he does come back, it's a surprise. Because they kind of just do that, like, they jump the gun immediately, and it's like, oh,
I'm gonna try to get the Easter egg one more time.
okay. Oh, and other arrow. Robot souls become a major thing in 03. That sounds right, but I can't. Okay, I think I remember, like, at least one of the, like, ghosts you can talk to. But, like, I forget some, like, how much of a major thing it is in that one. Now, in earlier I've said, once read a Zelda fanfiction that said the 3 golden goddesses were named after terraforming devices before Elfkind nuked the shit out of everything. Now what? I can go with that. Especially with, like, the, Breath of the Wild. Like, oh yeah, there's these ancient, like, robots that we've, like, discovered and kind of, learned how to adapt to our uses. That, like, they didn't invent them. They just found them. And it's like, know what? Yeah, I'm cool with that. Scythe, he's like Ganon minus any evolution and complexity. Oh yeah, for Sigma. Yeah, no, unfortunately, yeah, he's just sort of what he is. Like, X8 actually does something kind of interesting that I won't say much on, but like, there's a fun little twist there. But like, the guy himself, yeah, no, Sigma is just Sigma. It's kind of funny that they never tried making him more complex or anything. Another arrow. The only X game to seriously attempted non-Sigma villain was X6. Sigma is still the final boss for convoluted reasons. And X8, where Sigma, yeah, those talk about where it's, there's a twist there. Yeah. God, yeah, that's the only ones, huh? Wild.
Going to see if having full tanks is
Oh,
part
dear.
of the Easter egg.
I mean, it's worth a shot. Oh, and Scythe, he's stuck as Sci-Fi Demon King. All they did in X4 is got him a few minutes backstory. Yeah, that sounds about right.
And apparently, the remake on the PSP gave him a bit more, but otherwise, yeah.
Oh yeah, there was that little animation that they added of him just like finding Zero's capsule. And the PSP remake of X1 attempted to give Sigma more complexity. Sadly, no further Maverick Hunter X games got made, so it was expanded on. Oh yeah, huh. Whack. God. No, it can't help but, since Legends was brought up earlier, it's so wild how they never made a Legends 3. You know, not even like a Duke Nukem Forever situation where it just got stuck in like development for like a bajillion years or something.
God,
Just
I know the story behind that too.
yeah, I need to.
They started development on Legends 3 and then did some weird pull thing where very few people saw it.
Oh
and
my
then
god!
Said, "Oh well, people didn't really want this, so we're canceling it."
we only put an ad out at 3 a.m. for our game. Like you know, only at 3 a.m. that you're supposed to call a number for it, and no one did. So obviously, we shouldn't make this anymore. Amazing, God, that's wild. Huh. Scythe coming in, judging Sigma's double. Oh, you mean his cleft chin? Yeah. Kid, I was like double chin. I don't think he has a double chin, but he does have like a cleft chin. So yeah.
Oh,
Bless you.
thank you.
Dude.
Actually, yeah, I do. For a second, I thought I didn't have all the heart containers, but I do. Or heart tanks, not containers.
But yeah. Gosh.
'Cause you do need like all the collectibles.
We need to get all the jiggies, be able to reach Sigma's lair, and foil his magic spell to make him youthful and beautiful forever.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna have Zero in this like chamber, and it's like I'll absorb Zero's beauty, and then he comes out of that machine, and he's awake. That's the only difference.
God. Oh, I heard a rumor, the rumor I heard was Inafune was the only person within the company championing it, and when he left Capcom, the execs canceled it out of spite. I don't know about that one, but...
I think he left because they canceled it, but they didn't announce it yet.
Another, I don't know, X5 Sigma is pretty good looking. Time to look up, you know,
tier ranking of how attractive each Sigma is.
Yeah. Let's bring out. Yeah. Know what? I get where you're going with that. Yeah. No, that's fair. He definitely looks cooler. I do love like the armor design.
No, Kitty, don't fall in love with him. He's a villain. Okay.
Sorry, Scythe's just looking, like responding to the X5 Sigma and going, the only time he had aura. just really funny to me. I'm gonna be honest. I don't fully like understand what people mean by like aura sometimes, because like there's some obvious stuff, but like I don't get about like
I saw
anime.
posts saying, "Oh, it's just like it's like a boss, but for the new generation." And it's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Even though that song was like seemed to be parody-ish or a comedy song.
I mean, the saying "like a boss" is like that was a thing people actually said.
That was a
James.
thing, and then
That was a thing.
yeah, it didn't come out of nowhere. God, I'm just thinking of the Homestuck parody of it, like a hoss. So that's an average update to your webcomic, no doubt. You kill off all the characters and die. Yep. And I'm pretty sure you said something about making out with someone called Rufio.
God.
Fuck. God.
Still
Oh.
wild that the guy who played that character in that old movie, Hook, genuinely became friends with Hussey after that.
Yeah. Great. How am I forgetting his name?
Dante Pasco.
Yeah, Dante Vasco. Yeah. I haven't thought about him in ages. But yeah, no, he became a huge Homestuck. Like, even trying to, like, talking to other, like, kind of people in their spaces, trying to get them into Homestuck.
Yeah.
I know, it's kind of funny, I forget his name, like, I know he, like, kind of annoyed, like, inadvertently annoyed one of the Rooster Teeth guys, who's like, man, you easily remind me of Carcat. And it's like, people keep telling me that. Who's Carcat? It's like, it's just really funny because he's kind of short and yells a lot. So it's like, yeah, no, yeah. This is kind of funny. But God. Yeah, no, he was huge on Tumblr with that.
Yeah, there was a Tumblr post. It's like Homestuck confessions. Before I read Homestuck, I thought Vriska was a really nice character everybody loved, because friends kept comparing me to her.
Oh.
It's like, oh no.
Of course.
Why are y'all talking about Goku?
What?
Ah, right, this is Aura Farm.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the building hype, but not actually succeeding at doing anything, I guess.
Ah, okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's a better phrase for it. All style, no substance. Yeah.
You got to cultivate aura. That's how you ascend in the Imperial Court.
Of course.
I think my weapon energy has to be full too. Like everything has to be full.
Yeah?
Oh my god.
Get into the pit.
Get into the pit. You know what? You're right, Scytho. Vegeta and Piccolo are habitual aura farmers. They do kind of unfortunately end up doing a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't no one other than Goku is allowed to win, right? Like that's what it feels like with Dragon Ball sometimes. Which I know he's like, the main character, but it does still get frustrating that right? From what I remember, Dragon Ball.
I'm just checking.
God, so I just reminded of a guy, talking about VG and Piccolo in those terms to roast them because it's like, yeah, everyone has to do stuff and fail so that Goku looks cooler when he does the thing, right? Like, that happens a lot.
Everything has to be full. When you have to jump into the pit 3 times, you need to beat Elite Four from Magikarp.
Repeat this 4 times, and on the 5th attempt, an upgrade capsule will appear to the right of the energy capsule on the ledge on the top right. Note, you need to have full health, full weapon energy. You do not need to have full health, full weapon energy, or sub-take energy.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding me? Game?
Oh
That's... I know it's an Easter egg, but... fuck. No, not Rookie Hunter mode. Fucking hell. But that is just mean. Man.
That is a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's an Easter egg. It's not meant to be a thing you come across without knowing about. How to
Well,
get
fair, I
definition
guess.
of Easter egg, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, there's, some aren't like this demanding, right?
Yeah.
Because we're doing like going away to do the thing, like to explore part of the map that normally you're not supposed to kind of like get. You can if you're quick, and then it's like, oh, you had to just do that several times in a row with no feedback.
There's actually nothing to unlock here. This is entirely just made up to deceive you.
Yeah, it feels like that.
Yeah.
And when people make like esoteric secrets, fake esoteric secrets in video games, they're usually drawing on stuff like this.
Yeah. Some games are just like that. Hell, great, I'm forgetting the director's name, but for Bayonetta also had some really like hidden collectibles and stuff.
There it is.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'll give you a special present. Now enter the capsule, please.
Hadoken. And you can just do that. And it's stupid strong.
Yeah, it one-shots bosses. Token. And you have to do the motion too.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, and oh, earlier Scythe mentioned Piccolo spent his first arc standing there menacingly and loses, and then yeah, the Hadouken Seeker that feels like some Mew 3 shit, but it's actually real. Yeah, Mew is actually like underneath the truck this time.
God.
He really is.
Yeah, really this time.
Let me see if I can... Okay, you know what? Maybe not.
Yeah,
I
okay,
forgot.
that's fair. That it starts at this one, and you can't select the other stages.
X, you need to check under the truck. Mew's there this time.
Yeah, you
But
have to do that to get the achievement. Yeah, what's funny is people found a way to unlock Mew in Pokemon, and it's like extremely esoteric because it's a glitch.
Yeah?
There are actually a couple of ways to catch Mew and additional Mewtwo's, and it's like, yeah, they're all glitches, of course. There's the one which cares about, I think it's a special stat of a Pokemon, and exploiting the way teleport works in order to manipulate the encounter table. There's also the old man glitch. If your name is a specific, if your name contains specific characters and specific points, you can encounter Mew on Cinnabar Island. Just random.
Wow. Also, look at this old art.
Yeah.
It's fun. I dig it.
Yeah.
Sigma looks so funny here.
Yeah.
Give him a high five.
Yeah.
Story.
Yeah, the Hadouken does need you to be at full health, which limits the usefulness a bit.
It is really strong, though. Like, it can one-shot bosses. It's nuts.
His comrade Zero joins him in vows to come, strengthening the mysterious bond between them.
Wow.
Serious bond, huh?
The always been there. Oh, and to read from chat real quick, X isn't really a fan of Street Fighter. He just got it because Mega Man liked it. God, that's funny. Other arrow. If I recall correctly, the one balance behind the Hadouken. Okay, yeah, full health, and Sigma is having a bad trip. Yeah. The Stink Chameleon mid boss made the title art. Title art. I think it did. Wait, go back.
Yeah, there it is, right
Oh!
there.
The mid boss. Yeah, I know. Is it in there?
Yep,
Huh.
literally there.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. God, I forgot. Yeah, he's officially SA class hunter.
Zero is one of the few that know his X's hidden potential, so he's eager to watch over X and guide him towards discovering his true power for himself. There's so much to read into this.
He's a something off class maverick hunter.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was made by Doctor. Then again, he's a Reploid, so I guess that makes sense.
Prioritizing.
Oh. God. Sorry, go ahead.
He was only a hair breadth from turning Maverick himself.
God, that's so stupid. Sorry, but it's just, he had a malfunction in his good boy unit to make him bad. Yeah, like, it's like malfunctions cortex made me obsessed with hunting Mavericks. It's like, you can just say that he became obsessed. They think, they feel. Like, this is important to the lore that the Reploids can think and feel. Just say that, like, he became obsessed with hunting Mavericks, you know? Like the old adage of, like, what was it? God, like someone who hunted monsters and became like, be careful when hunting monsters, at least you become one yourself or something, right?
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, good old Vava felt, yeah.
Yeah, because in Japanese his name is Vava.
Yeah, wait. Go back to Armored Armadillo. Yeah, it doesn't even say that he's like officially Maverick or anything. It's just he's loyal to a fault and he's gonna follow like Sigma, even if he's fighting against humanity.
Yeah.
Huh. Then again, I know in later, like in the Mega Man Zero series, it does go heavy into, hey, who gets to decide who gets considered Maverick and for like what reasons?
Yeah.
It turns out maverick is more a term that can be applied to either robots that have gone insane and evil, or just ones that are doing things that society disapproves of.
Yeah.
Especially since X4 is about people who got manipulated. X8 has a thing
Go
where
Maverick.
new generations Reploids post about how they could go Maverick at will. And like, you have free will, you could always do that.
You can always do that.
His sly, sneaky trips and sharp tongue left him unpopular. It's just... yeah. And he's a ranger, apparently.
Yeah. If he would have survived, he probably would have leveled up enough to get his like animal companion.
Sigma got it instead. The selfish ass.
Oh yeah, you're right. He does get his dog. Wait. You know what? If Mega Man X got a dog, that would have been more interesting, right? Because then there could have been a parallel there. But then it's like, now you have a weird parallel between Sigma and like Mega Man, the robot from like 100 years ago, right?
Yeah.
But like, there's not much there. Like, he doesn't jump on him, right? So it's like, he doesn't jump on a dog.
So I think X4 is voluntary robo segregation. Honestly, we'll talk more about X4 when we get to it. Although I don't know if I'm going to do X2 next time or what.
Jump around.
Yeah, and I just gotta figure things out before I do the next one.
Yeah, huh? Yeah, Spark Mandrill, yeah, another guy who just joined Sigma. He's like, yeah, you want to fight humanity? Fuck yeah, let's go. I'm down for that.
I'd like to think that Steam Chameleon's animal companion would have been one of the stealth meds, says Other Arrow.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
Long-held dream of creating a Reploid nation? Sigma's goals,
Yep.
at least. Oh, they're doing the X-Men thing.
Kinda?
I mostly say that because of X, as a joke.
Oh yeah, Professor X, yeah.
And this is just art.
Yeah. It's our boy, X.
Yeah,
Without the armor, in different colors.
I didn't know Steam Chameleon had access to medical lick to heal 5 times. Joke. Dude, hey, if Frog can do it, so can Steam Chameleon.
Yeah?
And there's the armor.
Yeah. He's become more of a Tokyo hero. He even has the V on his helmet.
I think X3 kind of has the most Toku-ish. Oh,
No, that sounds right.
Maverick Hunter X also elaborated on the fact that Mavericks all have different reasons for joining Sigma, to agreeing with his cause, wanting an excuse to break things, or just being loyal to Sigma as a person, even if they disagree with his cause. Oh fuck. God.
I mean, it's quick to go back, so it's fine. But yeah, it's the boyfriends. There they are.
There they are. Yeah, anyone who says loyalty is a virtue is an idiot. Because, yeah, what if you're being loyal to someone who just wants to kill people and destroy things?
And there are ways to make that interesting or dramatic in certain stories if done well. Also, that tends to be like, Yes, my evil generals. Weird Earth guy, water serpent lady, fucked up floating eye, and the the honorable knight. Who could be possibly sparing the heroes and not just destroying them on sight? Right? Like you tend to get a lot of those from that as well. But like you can do it, do something with it if written well and put the
Yeah.
intention to it.
Yeah, you absolutely can. And there's that tank thing.
That incredibly forgettable tank thing. Other than seeing it made me remember it.
Yeah.
I got the weird
His
face.
favorite maverick, the wall face.
The wolf. Wait,
Oh, and
where's that?
He has a
yeah?
lightning missile.
Oh yeah, he has a knee missile thing.
Vile light armor. The dog.
The dog.
Dog.
The Persona machine.
The Persona machine, and Scythe. The last one makes sense with the X4 backstory. Yeah. Another arrow. I've never seen this art. The bosses doing their attacks. It's cool. Yeah, no, it's neat. I've never seen some of these either.
Yeah, I like.
Oh yeah, the Sigma logo.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
this
that is.
version of it.
Yeah, with all the lighting, the reflections on there. It's good.
And the teeth.
Oh my god, other arrow. Wallface did come back for X5, to be fair, so it was someone's favorite. I forgot about Wallface coming back. I mean, to be fair, who thinks about Wallface?
Thinking of the boss that appears in a couple of Zelda games, first Link's Awakening and then the Oracle games, who's just a face on the floor.
Oh, huh.
I don't think they appear in any game outside of the Game Boy ones, but like, yeah, it's just the face that lives on the floor.
Forgot to mention something during this mid-boss. If you didn't do the level before, like before Spark Mantle, there would be a lot of electricity shooting out of tubes, and this thing would have charged itself and been able to shoot electricity.
Huh.
See horses. And Scythe says he may have gone mad, but he's still got enough sense for a logo.
Oh yeah.
And the semi-destroyed bots. Vacate, I think that was his name. I think Other Arrow was talking about the Zelda floor face boss.
Oh, a facade.
Oh yeah, Facade. That I always read it as Vacate for some reason, even though it's pronounced
It's
Facade.
called Facade.
To be
As long as
fair,
you
it
don't talk about melons, you'll be alright.
Oh God, that game. Anyway, anyway, to be fair, facade's supposed to be spelled with a funny little French C thing that I never know what to call it, nor how to like input it.
Apparently it's La Cédille. The sole purpose of the cédilla is to change a hard C, pronounced K, to soft C, pronounced S in French.
Huh.
I remember my French teacher way back in high school saying that she'd once had someone raise their hand in class and asked, "What's that little dangly thing that hangs down from a garçon?" But like, all it does is just change the C from being a hard C to a soft C.
I think they're fun.
Ah, fuck.
Bonk.
Boom.
I mean, it's fine to just go back. It's, you know,
There's him wall.
Know what?
jumping.
yeah. I do love that you can just wall jump on the same wall in this series.
Yeah.
It's very funny, right? Like, how does that work?
Magnets.
Yeah. Oh, oh, that's fun. All the details there, you know, planning out, labeling. Other arrow? I kind of like the simplicity of the X1 armor. Oh, same. All the later armors are bigger and more complex, but the X1, the X1 armor, one like its charm, its charm and simplicity for sure. Like, they start adding way more greebly bits to the armors in the later games. Like, they just keep adding bits and bobs, and like, know what? I know you're trying to, like, you're getting more familiar with this like art style and everything, but like there's there's a lot to say about just having some simpler designs compared to just slapping a whole bunch of stuff onto things. God.
You never see him stand up straight in the games, so it's kind of weird to see him standing up straight.
Well, yeah. Yeah, but they gotta get the model sheets right. But wait,
Yeah. Remember
That drove us
Grinder
standing up,
standing
right?
perfectly straight. And just imagining, like, rotating that just for no discernible reason.
yeah.
He can't get any extra lives. And the beam saber, which, by the way, in the first game, Zero does not have a beam saber.
Wait, no, that's not right. Is it?
Yeah.
Huh. Like, he looks like, huh. That's so weird. It's literally iconic. Is the thing that it's like, oh, of course he's always had his Z saber, right? Like, of course. Orb.
No, we went back.
Yeah, you would. Yeah.
Alright. Well, that's... Oh, Day of Sigma. Oh.
Oh, they have that here. Neat.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can play it, though.
I mean, huh.
It's
Yeah,
like,
thanks for the stream. It's been a blast.
Yeah.
So sad Dr. Wily
Right.
died of
Light of
Sigma.
Sigma.
Who's Dr. Wiley?
It's Dr. Wily.
Wait. Sigma. Sorry.
Thanks for
Yeah.
watching, everybody.
Thanks
Yeah.
for watching.
See ya.
See ya.
Ciao. Oh.
Good night.